The house of action, and you already know part of the action for next Saturday night. A title match, the Grappler and Top Gun. Top Gun going to put up his title against the Grappler for the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship next Saturday night. So that's the name of that tune. And here comes Abudadein getting into the ring. And don't go away, man. I tell you, later on tonight, we're going to have a title match. The Southern Rockers against the team of the Grappler and Playboy Buddy Rose, the new team. Here comes Don Owen getting into the ring, and he'll make the announcement of our next match. And through the crowd heading for the ring, here comes killer Carl Styles. This should be a super match, Styles and Abudadein.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be one fall. Introducing in this corner, 248 pounds, Abudadein the Arab. His opponent in this corner, 265 pounds, Carl Styles.
The belt that you see around the waist of Abudadein is the belt of the TV champion. Last Saturday night, right here at the Portland Sports Arena, Abudadein, in a match with Top Gun, won the TV championship. However, failed in a bid to win the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championships. Top Gun still that champion, of course. And Abudadein handing the belt now over to one of the security guards. We're getting ready to go. Now, if you haven't been watching for the past couple of 3 weeks, you're probably wondering, what in the world is Abudadein doing in there with Carl Styles? Aren't they all of the same family? There's been a little falling out within the family. Abudadein fell from grace with the Grappler about 2 weeks ago. Right there in the middle of the ring, when he and the Grappler were fighting the Southern Rockers for the Tag Team Championship. And lo and behold, shock, look at this. These guys, they're going to fight and fall clear out of the ring. Lo and behold, all of a sudden, Roddy Piper shows up in the building, and he's sitting in the front row there. And Abudadein went over to the ring, the side of the ring, yelling something at at Roddy Piper. And Piper just happened to have some popcorn, and he's had a Coke there, having a good time. And had such a good time that some of Roddy's Coke ended up in the face of Abudadein. And shortly afterwards, we had new champions, the Southern Rockers. And the Grappler accused Abudadein of allowing that to happen. So he had really no more use for Abudadein and has banished him from the team and anything else they belonged to together. Into the turnbuckle goes Abudadein. Man, you see that? Woo, I don't know what came out of his mouth, but he hit that turnbuckle. I think the whole ring moved back a little bit. Anyway, from that day until right now, Abudadein and the Grappler are not really what you could call close. And from that day until now, the Grappler has taken Carl Styles under his wing, and he has chosen to tutor Styles in professional wrestling and arm wrestling. And it must be working. The Grappler's got a strange and weird coaching and training style. It involves a whole lot of slapping and cursing and belittling, demeaning, but apparently it works. Oh, Abudadein ran into a building. Look at this. Abudadein, wow, right into that. He's going to try this side. And he runs right into Carl Styles and runs into a body slam. Now, Styles working on Abudadein. Abudadein got to be wondering right now, what in the world do I have to do? Knock this guy over. He just took an elbow smash down across the chest, and Abudadein gets over to the side of the ropes. Abudadein doesn't really know what to think of all this. He no longer has an ally in the Grappler. He's got to watch his back with everybody now. He's yelling at the crowd yelling at him. Things are getting a little loud here at the Portland Sports Arena, but that's what it's all about. They're here having a good time, having a lot of fun, and next Saturday night, you be here. You be right here. In fact, I'll tell you what, sit across from the camera here, and you go home and watch yourself on TV. And you can start charging for autographs, things like that. Both men rolling across the rope. Now there's still rolling from one turnbuckle to another. And Styles is in the position right now to do the most damage. Sandy Barr, the referee, trying to separate the two men. And he does successfully. A reasonably clean break. Slap across the face, across the chest by Abudadein. I know he's yelling something. Oh, now he's slapping. Oh, now the grappler can do that, but not Abudadein. Abudadein slapped the face of Carl Styles, and Styles gone crazy right now. He's choking Abudadein. He could get himself disqualified here. I think he's going to. He's not letting go of Abudadein. Abudadein made a bad mistake. He slapped the face of Carl Styles, and there's only one man that can do that and get away with it, and that's his teacher. That's Styles' teacher, the Grappler. That certainly didn't work when Abudadein did that. It kind of really backfired and came crashing down on Abudadein. I'm surprised that Styles did not get a disqualification there, because he was choking Abudadein. And he just went a little crazy there. Sandy Barr keeping a very close eye on both men right now, making sure that hold doesn't slip into a chokehold. Don't forget, later on tonight, tag team titles on the line. Champions will be declared one way or the other. It's going to happen tonight, right here on KPTV Channel 12. So don't you dare go away. Abudadein working his way out of that hard chop across the ears, and a powerful forearm smash by Carl Styles, a body slam by Styles. Styles going to work right now, and Abudadein teaches him a little bit of a lesson by rolling out of the way, and Styles just elbowed the mat. Abudadein seizing the opportunity. Oh, there. We saw the fingers going right into the throat. There's another. That's out of the sight of Sandy Barr, the referee. And Abudadein, a very smart wrestler. He may not like his style, but he's a good athlete, smart wrestler. He knows what he can do, what he can get away with. Belly to back suplex, and Carl Styles is in trouble. Carl Styles is hurting right now, and Abudadein going for the pin. You're going to have to do that. You have to do more than that to pin a man the size of Carl Styles. Styles, tremendously powerful man. I mean, this man is built like a building. Styles now trying to figure out a way to get out of this. However, he possesses enough brute strength to get himself out of about any hold or any situation. The man is, you can see right there, look at the biceps, look at the forearms, look at the chest on this guy. I mean, he doesn't have a way to fight the pulling of the hair, though, and that's exactly what Abudadein did. Grabbed a handful of hair, and Styles went down. The crowd is not overly fond of either one of these men. Now, you've got to understand that. But right now, they are siding with Carl Styles in this match, because they know what Abudadein represents. At least they know that Abudadein has no love whatsoever for the United States of America, or certainly for the Northwest, or certainly for the Portland Sports Arena, or anybody that comes here. So he yells at them, they yell at him. Right now, Styles using the elbow to get out of the grasp of Abudadein. Abudadein misses, and Carl Styles does not miss with a flying body press. Abudadein kicks out from under that, and now he's going to use the second rope to choke Carl Styles. Using the second rope. Abudadein, the kind of a man, will not stop at anything. He'll pull every trick out of the book, and he'll rewrite the book and use a few of his own to get the job done. And he really, in fact, a lot of times doesn't even care if he beats his opponent. He just wants to cause injury. He wants to put some hurts on the man that he's wrestling. There's a backbreaker on Styles. This is probably it right now. 1, 2, no, sir! Styles powers his way out of that. He just took a backbreaker from Abudadein. Styles did. There's the fingers into the throat again, delivered by Abudadein, and again out of the sight of referee Sandy Barr. Here comes a whip. Into the ropes goes Styles. Coming off the ropes, Styles runs into a hard forearm by Abudadein, and Abudadein going to go upstairs. First floor, second floor. Is he going to go up to the top floor? He's up at the top floor. However, he may have a little help down. Yes, sir. Oh, he's going to be flying Styles Airlines. Look at this. Styles picking him up. Body slam. There, my friend, is a power body slam coming up from a long way up in the air. A long way down. Here goes Abudadein into the ropes. Coming off the rope. A tremendous clothesline, and Abudadein has been hung out to dry. I can guarantee you that. 1, 2. Abudadein still kicks out. These men going at each other tooth and nail. They are fighting their hearts out. And I don't know how in the world Abudadein could get out from under that last pin. He drops an elbow across the back of the neck of Carl Styles. Look at these guys. They're going at each other. Ah, man. Styles just threw Abudadein off of him. Abudadein landed on referee Sandy Barr. Sandy Barr, for the second week in a row, is hurt. In fact, the man may be unconscious. What a way to spend your birthday. Hold it. We got knucks out there. Brass knuckles. A left hand by Abudadein. Looks like he's got the brass knuckles. It had no effect on Carl Styles. Styles takes the knuckles. That has an effect. Abudadein caught that right alongside the ear. Abudadein, another smash right upside the face. Carl Styles took the knuckles out of the hand of Abudadein. Styles, I don't know what Sandy Barr's going to declare here. Sandy Barr did not see Abudadein with the brass knuckles. He thought that Carl Styles came into the ring with the brass knuckles. He has disqualified Carl Styles. He has disqualified Carl Styles because he thought Styles brought the brass knucks into the ring. And, of course, that was not the case. He did not see what happened. Art Barr, everybody here saw what happened.